All
hates
right.
the fucking Cubs that much?
I know. Who hates the Cubs? Who hates a sports team? You know what I mean? Like, I was listening to some people, like, some guys. Whenever I hear guys talk about sports, like, hey, man, the Packers, man, one day we're going to win a championship. Hey, what do you complain about? You guys got 3 rings, man. Like, we're going to get one eventually, I swear. It's just like, what do you see when you see guys talk like that?
I want to punch them in their damn face because they're getting endorsed by somebody to say that stupid shit.
Yeah, I guess.
Ain't nobody that damn excited. Do you get that excited about your home's team? What is your home team?
Charlotte Hornets.
Let me just get up and do fucking Hornets go. Woo! I don't ever see you do that. No.
But I don't get that with sports teams.
I don't either. Maybe
with dudes. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe.
What's even weirder is with women. When women get really super excited about their sports team, I'm like,
they get overly aggressive.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Brad! You know, that's like, I have a cousin that's like, oh my God, stick it to him! Like, yeah. I'm like, okay, bitch, you gotta bring it on back. Bring it on back. But
you think women do that for the attention of men?
I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I play my video game, I get aggressive like a man. Sometimes I catch myself like, whoa, that's a little too aggressive. There's nobody in the room, but I don't think so. Some women do. They overly do it. Like, if it's a hot guy, why would you want to act more aggressive in front of a hot guy? Like, that's going to turn him on. Like, yeah, I want to be rammed like that. Yeah, Foster ram me. I mean, that's not going to turn nobody on. Foster's going to be like, oh, baby, bring it down a little bit.
Bring it down.
Would that turn you on if someone yelled at you like that?
No.
Yeah, Cody, ram it, yeah.
Yeah, if they're instructing me, it's not one of the sexiest things a woman can do. Yeah, I don't want to get instructed.
Okay.
What do they do every day? Harry and Meghan solemnly pledged themselves to a life of service and global action after their Oprah interview, alongside their lucrative work for Netflix and Spotify. So how's it all going? Prepare to be underwhelmed.
Okay, wait a minute.
Woke therapy, hovering up awards, preaching on stage, toe curling TV, that interview. On the face of it, Meghan and Harry's year that began with the hype and rage of their Oprah interview doesn't seem to have added too much. So what else have they done since that Oprah spectacular? Have they achieved even one of the ambitions, or has it been a year of living aimlessly? The answer, according to our audit, suggests accomplishments have been scant. 2 weeks after Oprah, Harry was unveiled as Chief Impact Officer for mental wellness app Better Up, described as a platform for coaching and mental fitness in the workplace. Does anybody actually care about those people?
To be honest, I don't.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
I don't get excited over that. I mean, because you got to remember. I mean, y'all gonna probably hate me for saying this, but you got to remember where she comes from. She's an actress.
Yeah,
that's for her to have her. Hell, if I couldn't make it after Suits, I'm going to have this made-for-TV movie. I'm going to be the first black princess, and everybody's going to be racist, and that's going to be my storyline, and I'm going to have my children, and we're going to go on Oprah, and we're going to do well. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
I don't give a fuck. You can tell me how to get a prince. How did you get him?
Yeah, that's what we really want to know, Megan.
Well, no. Did you have a certain perfume on?
It wasn't the acting.
Damn, for sure wasn't that. I mean,
because no one knew her until she did Suits, and... Yeah. She was just like an actress. It wasn't like a Jennifer Aniston. She wasn't a Angelina Jolie. If Angelina Jolie got a prince,
oh wow,
we'd be like, oh, we get it.
Yeah, because she's beautiful and she's real freaky. She looks like, I have to describe her sexual. Like she doesn't look like.
She looks vanilla,
as butter. Like she's not. Harry, I'm sorry. I don't think she gets you hard, bro. I don't think that's what you imagine when you get ready to bang her. She's just so boring looking. It's like, when I'm not even getting, when I look at her, it's like, what Bible scripture you about to read? Because we're not about to fuck, right? This is not going down.
We're at prayer meeting, right?
Yeah, it's just she gonna pray for you. It's like that. Look at her. Honestly, like it's like cringe.
Yeah, Megan's about to pray.
Yeah, look at her. I'm so happy I'm on TV now.
Yeah, that's what that face says.
He just want to get the hell off TV because he's not. He's used to it, but not as much as she's making it for him.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's no way that you can actually get connected to regular people if you're a prince.
Hey, there's no way in
I mean, you can try. You can sign up for the army or the military, and put your head down for a couple years and act like. But it's like that was just summer camp. You know what I mean?
I wonder, does he miss his family?
Right.
That's the only thing I'm really worried. Like, I want to know. We focused on what she always talked about,
Right.
But you never really hear him talk about nothing. I want to know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Does he miss his grandmother, the queen? Does he miss his brother? Of course, I would miss my brother. They were close.
Right.
So it's like he uprooted his whole life for some ass in a Netflix deal. You walked away from billions for ass and Netflix.
Yeah.
And mental health or wellness.
Right. Yeah. Megan should be selling some type of course on how to pick up princes.
She should. Should I watch it? Like, okay, let me see. Today, darling, you are going to learn how to be the first black princess in your neighborhood with her, Meghan Markle, on the next Oprah. I would watch it.
Yeah.
I would.
I think you get some views.
I would.
Yeah.
My guns would get me some views.
Yeah. My guns.
My guns. I call 'em my guns. What's this?
Let's see what else is going on here.
He like Danny DeVito.
Kind of did.
Oh, wait a minute. That lady real strong looking. Wait. Oh. Wait a minute. That's his wife?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no. Mighty Python.
Yeah. The widow of Monty Python's Terry Jones told him she was leaving him 2 days after he signed a new will in her favor, it was claimed yesterday. His 2 children from his first marriage say he lacked the mental capacity to sign the 2016 document in favor of Anna Soderstrom, 39. Bill Jones is 45, and Sally Jones, 47, alleged that he gave her a substantial increase in control of her husband's multi-million-pound estate. It was an effective total disinheritance of the pair, argued their barrister, Edmund Law. Isn't it crazy how, like, rich people, like, they play that out, like, when I die, all these millions of dollars are going to you.
Because you're special.
You're special.
Why
And the only thing special about you is I fuck you.
That's it.
Yes.
Your vagina was worth £1 million, and
Yes.
my children were worth nothing.
Isn't that crazy that when you do that, when you're older and you got lots of money as a dude, and then you marry this younger chick who just got like a tight pussy?
Anna Nicole?
Yeah.
That was...
And then your kids are like, Dad? You gave all the money to her?
Look at Anna Nicole's situation. She was a billionaire. She didn't get the money. But remember, he left her, the guy. You remember the one who died?
Yeah, the oil tycoon, right? Was he an oil tycoon? Yeah.
I forgot his name. But I know she still didn't get that money after she died. They finally let the family get the money. But she was entitled to that money.
So why did she not get the money?
Because, they had to fight her. She was a porn. Like the kids, like you were saying, it was like they felt entitled. Like, why would you give this whore the money?
Right.
So they had enough money to fight her. But she had enough money to fight them. So it was like they couldn't come to a draw. And then when she finally died, they were like, they had to give that family that money, but it was rightfully hers.
Dang.
It was rightfully hers. She was already a billionaire, She didn't need to do all that extra stuff.
Extra stuff.
She was just chilling.
There's so much Russia shit right now.
Why? Poor K.
Poor K.
Sorry, excuse me.
Look at this article. How Ukraine leaders Volodymyr Zelensky's love for his wife that sparked on their last day of school 27 years ago is as inspiring as the resolve to defeat Putin's invaders.
What the fuck they got to do with
What kind of just an emotional headline is that?
How Ukraine's leader... What?
He's just awesome. He's just fighting... with all the love that he has. It's just like...
So basically he going there fighting for love, with his love?
I mean, that's what that kind of like makes you think. Like when regular people read these articles, it's like, oh, he's great,
So he's a patriot?
Apparently he's a patriot now, and he loves his wife, and he's defeating Putin's invaders.
Wait a minute, go back up to that picture. Let me see something. Go up one more time. Putin. Look at his face.
Putin's?
Tell me, what do you see when you look at that face?
Constipated.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He ain't tripping.
No.
Something ain't right.
You think?
Something's not right. He ain't red or nothing. He's not red. Normally when somebody's mad or something's on their mind, they'll change a certain color. But he over there cool, calm, and collective. I don't give a fuck. Y'all put him up to that, U.S. I believe you did.
Listen to this. Biden turns to TikTokers to battle the Kremlin propaganda machine. Jen Psaki has been briefing Gen Z influencers on Putin's invasion of Ukraine and how Russia hacked the 2016 election when Trump won.
Okay.
It's getting so silly. We're turning to TikTokers to save the world.
What are they going to get in return?
Status.
So you told me I saved 1 million people and I'm going to get us just status?
Yeah.
Gen Z, y'all some dumbass kids.
Yeah.
You dumb. I don't care. There's no way in hell. I would have made them give me some money, something. I would have had my name carved somewhere. Because it's like, this is how you know them kids don't have no sense.
Right.
How could, I'm pissed for these kids. So they asking TikTokers, how is that going to save anything? Do you know Instagram gets cut off, I think, Friday? In Ukraine or Russia, one of the places they're going to lose all social media.
Yesterday or in a week?
I forgot. Let me look. I seen it today. It was something about they're getting their stuff cut off. You didn't see that?
Mm-mm.
Look it up. I know they're going to lose all their social media stuff. Let me see. Damn, the teen mama girl got stabbed to death. What is going on? All this crazy shit. Excuse me for cussing.
Russia bans Instagram and accuses Facebook owner Meta of being an extremist organization for allowing users to call for death to the Russian invaders in Ukraine. Well, that's true, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, they allow that. Like, they'll ban Trump on Twitter for quote-unquote inciting violence. But then they'll allow people to call for death to certain people. To Russians.
That ain't right. That's not
right.
Like,
what? Seems like a double standard.
That's why I was saying something's not right. Like, I'm not saying I'm psychic or I know everything, but when you look at Putin's face, like if somebody has a mission to do something,
right,
and when they're talking or they're sitting somewhere, you can always see it on their face, no matter what. You might not think you're showing it, but when he over there calm and he ain't tripping, something's not right.
Oh, for sure.
Like that, he don't look mad. He don't look like he got something on his mind. He over there like, I just want to get the hell out of here and go to sleep. That type of look. And then why was his face swollen? Did you see his face? His uncle died?
U.S. showbiz. All right, we got some good shit here.
Hospital.
Hailey Bieber hospitalized for stroke-like symptoms due to small blood clot in her brain following COVID.
Oh, wow.
Dang. The wife of Justin Bieber said she was doing well. Let's see here. Let's get a little closer. A few days ago, brief brain-related condition. She's actually tall, right? On Thursday morning, I was sitting at breakfast with my husband when I started having stroke-like symptoms and was taken to the hospital. I love it when women say, my husband. You know what I mean? Like, when women say, my husband, that's almost like the most...
My property.
Yeah.
My $1 million, because my dad fucked his off by killing someone on a set, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, because we have to say that. We don't want to get sued. Allegedly.
But like when guys say my wife, it almost is like a term of endearment. My wife.
My wife is the most beautiful angel across the sky.
Right. But when a woman says my husband, like, you don't have one, bitch.
Yeah. No, for real.
You're not like me.
Yeah. Have blood clots and money. Blood clots and money on the next Oprah. Stroke-like symptoms at breakfast. Wish you had someone to love you, bitch. My husband next time on Oprah.
Exactly.
I would watch that shit like, hell yeah, my husband.
She said they found I had suffered a very small, my dog doing, a very small blood clot to my brain, which caused a small lack of oxygen, but my body had passed it on its own and I recovered completely within a few hours. Haley confirmed in her note that she was back at home and now on the mend. Although this was definitely one of the scariest months I've ever been through, I'm home now and doing well, and I'm so grateful and thankful to all the amazing doctors and nurses who took care of me. Thank you to everyone who has reached out, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Interesting. I mean, you know.
That's that coke, allegedly.
Allegedly. The cocaine.
We have to say that. We have to say that.
Hey.
We were instructed that we have to say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because we don't want to get sued. Allegedly. Justin Bieber, you fine.
Yeah.
You fine.
He looks like almost a woman, right? You know, he's got very feminine.
He look like his mama.
Do you find Justin Bieber to have feminine qualities?
Yeah, he look like his mama.
Okay. Yeah.
He wear perfume at night.
Isn't it funny how young girls like the boy band look, which is more effeminate?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He get beat with a belt at night. And he throwing up blood.
By her, you're saying?
Yeah. And then look. I ain't gonna say nothing because I can't do that.
But it's just interesting how, you know, that's kind of a thing.
You can tell he used to gangbang. Look at him.
He used to gangbang?
You can tell. Look at him. I know he used to. This isn't allegedly, but we're gonna say allegedly. Allegedly, he used to come to Watts.
Oh yeah.
There's a video of him in Watts. Allegedly, but It's not allegedly.
Allegedly.
Buying something he shouldn't have. Allegedly.
Oh yeah, the cocaine.
Mm-hmm. And was stuck. The car got stuck too.
Oh shit.
They made him get out the car. Allegedly. But we're not gonna talk about that, huh, Justin? Or when Paris Hilton was in our neighborhood and ended up in the Linwood jail. What was she doing in Watts?
I don't know.
Yes, you didn't know that? She was a long time ago. She was at our nice Linwood women's facility for buying drugs, allegedly.
Empire actor Jussie Smollett.
Oh, my God.
Says he was handed a heftier jail sentence because he is black and that he made sure to mention he is not suicidal in court in order to avoid getting Jeffrey Epsteined. Did you hear that? When
Yes.
he left court. And I am not suicidal. Did you see that video?
No.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find it. And he just marches out. This is it. Here we go.
Basically paid people
Let's
to
get
say they
some
raped
volume
you and
here.
whooped your ass.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what happened?
I'm not even connected. Here we go.
How long did he get anyway?
Why can't we hear anything? Let's switch the volume. I should have done this earlier. Output. Oh shit, I'm not even connected. What the fudge?
Oh, Lord. I'm trying to wake up.
That's all right.
Had
Here
a
we
long
go.
night.
All right, cool.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal. That's what I was
Look at this woman beside him. Look at the woman beside him.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal.
Uh-oh.
That's what I was like to say.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's not what
I am
you're
not
doing.
suicidal. Okay? I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to
Nobody's
myself.
thinking about killing
And you
you.
must all know that.
That.
I respect you.
I feel
Your
so
Honor.
sorry
I
for his
respect your
sister, though.
decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal. Okay.
He only got 150 days. What is he bitching about? He act like he got years.
He is trying to play the whole I'm not going to get Jeffrey Epstein in prison.
No one's thinking about killing
Nobody
him.
cares about you that much, man.
You don't-
That's literally why this didn't work for you.
Wow.
He just thinks people care about him more than we actually do.
Well, you know, he been trying to be like that since they were. It all started when they were little. Like his sister's the only one that got a career.
As an actress?
Yeah, his sister.
Oh, his family's in the
Well, his
business?
sister. I know she's a Smollett, but now she's a Bill. But she played in East Bayou. She was a little kid in East Bayou, and they played in a TV show back in the day called Thea.
Okay.
But here, let me see if I can find her. She was in that HBO thing that recently came out, that TV show. What was it called? Let me see. Let me see if I can find her sister. When I show you, you'll know who she is when I show you. Because you see, she don't speak on him or nothing. She just goes the other way. She's like, keep your crazy ass right where you at. Yeah, her name is Journey.
Smollett.
Here you go.
Okay.
You see her?
Yeah.
Like, she looks familiar. She was in that Tyler Perry movie. She played like a counselor or something. Yeah, The Temptation.
Okay.
That's a good one. But yeah, Lovecraft Country. That's what she was in. Lovecraft Country. It's a whole bunch of them.
Isn't it funny though, like the whole Jussie Smollett thing, like how it's gone down? Like you get wrapped up in that world of Hollywood, and you're like, everything you say, like as an actor, nobody's like, okay, that's weird. No one ever corrects you and checks you because like you're high status on a set. You know what I mean?
I mean, he knew. Put it like this. And I'm gonna just be honest. I think he knew his career wasn't going nowhere after that. And I think the other dude that's in jail right now, because the only thing he had after that was the Bobby Brown movie, they're not as big as like Terrence Howard or Taraji. So he had to keep a storyline going.
I guess that's how people start thinking, right?
I mean, should he have, think about that crazy. He paid two people one was his personal trainer.
Jamaican.
Yeah, one of them was his personal trainer. And
Really?
Yes. He paid them to act. That's like me paying you to whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you didn't know that? They was his personal
I
trainers.
didn't know that. I thought that they were personal trainers,
one of them
but they
was
weren't his.
One of them, I think, was or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm like, how? Excuse me. I am so sorry, Cody. I had a long night. I'm so sorry. Long night.
It's okay. It's very interesting, though.
Yeah, that is. And it's like, he had to keep us. He thought he was going to get away with it. I don't know what made them dudes now. If them dudes went in there, I don't know how it came. Either they told, but he would have had a good gimmick. Mm-hmm. He would have, but who told? Was it him that told? Or how did it get out that they were staging it anyway?
Security footage.
Oh, dumbasses.
And then I think text messages.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, yeah, it's just so dumb. The fact that people get caught these days just blows my mind.
Somebody probably paid for a PI because people take stuff like that seriously. You know, like gay bashing. Somebody paid for a PI because they probably wanted to see who really did that to him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's kind of psychotic because if he do stuff like that, imagine what he's going to do. That's some sick shit.
Yeah. It is. Very interesting, though. Let's see here. Megan Thee Stallion posts very revealing new snap from her Sweetest Pie music video with Dua Lipa. That's her whole ass.
Wow.
I seen her whole ass.
Wow.
Plump. Meg's plump derriere took front and center as multiple other shots were superimposed around her.
Why do you feel like you got to show your ass to be pretty?
Well, I guess you show your ass one time and then people are like, what? And you get more views and you're like, hey, maybe if I just keep doing the ass showing thing.
Yeah, because it's like,
I can get more views, make more money.
Because, okay, this is going to touch into a taboo subject, but I'm sorry. People live 90% of their life on Instagram. There's more people that know, there's regular people that knows more of these celebrities' business than anything. I know somebody who could tell you everybody's life and they got shit, nothing to do with their life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Point I want to make it is, it's with the whole dating thing. When I meet dudes, they expect every woman to look like somebody on damn Instagram.
Oh, for sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, she don't understand. It's like she's making it hard for regular people. I'm being honest. Like, women like that, they make it hard for regular people to date because when people spend 90% of their time on a phone, and if they date a woman, they expect that woman to look like that. Watch somebody be like, that ain't true. Bullshit. Because every time I see somebody go out with somebody, they either look like an Instagram person, and I'm like, be yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to look all like that. I don't know. It's like you don't have to do all that because I'm not gonna be asshole naked for nobody.
Yeah.
It's not going down unless they pay me.
Yeah.
You pay me, I get asshole naked. But that's too much. Like, be a lady. You don't have to do
Right.
all that. Like, you just graduated from a university. Act like you ain't got to show your ass.
You know, you never hear anybody say that nowadays. Be a lady.
I know I cuss a lot. I ain't being no lady. I'm sorry. I know, but be a lady. Like, it's nothing hard. I mean, I can't talk, but she's too pretty to do all that. Like the Grammys, right? Everybody was getting mad because they got fined. The Grammys is supposed to be a family show. Y'all up there playing WAP, WAP, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
There's kids watching that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you should be fined. It's like, there's no, I mean, I don't know. It's like censorship is down the hole.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women don't have respect for themselves anymore. And it's like, what happened to being a lady?
Yeah.
She talks about her grandmother. She talks about how she went to college. Act like you went to college. You don't have to show your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like...
Yeah, I don't know of any women out there telling other women or younger girls to act like a lady.
They don't no more.
And I feel like other women would like shame that woman too. Like that's calling on women to act differently.
Like,
they'd be like, "Oh, well, she's just oppressed. Or repressed. You know, she's not able to express herself. She's just being mean to other women and jealous of other women."
That ain't being jealous. Because let me tell you something. Like I'm 30. Am I 36, 37? I think I'm 37. I keep forgetting how old I am. I'm 37, right? My mom is old school, right? My mom is still like this to this day. And Monique even says something. I'm bringing Monique in this and my mom. When we were younger, even to this day, if I go out looking raggedy, my mama will say something. If we act unladylike, my mama's going to say something.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Monique brought up a statement, and I saw all these young people acting a fool. And I don't mean to bring race into it, but a lot of black women, a lot of young ladies are wearing hair bonnets every fucking where they go, like on a plane, on the bus. There used to be a time you couldn't go out with rollers. When I grew up, you get caught with rollers in your head, you get your ass whooped. Like, you had to look a certain way when you stepped outside.
Right.
So Monique made a statement like, look, if I see you at the airport with a bonnet, I'm going to politely pull you to the side and tell you, you know, like, you shouldn't be wearing that. Like,
what's a hair bonnet?
Other hair scarves on your head. Like, it's a lot to go with that hair bonnet stuff. That's old school. That's like, ugh. Walking around with that shit.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah. That's something you have while your hair's like...
At home at night when you like, at home.
Right.
So they're walking around the airport with that, talking about they going to a funeral or they got to do something. And Monique was like, you got to carry yourself a certain way. So some people were making fun of Monique like, oh, she wrong. If somebody walk up on me, talking to me, telling me I'm going to pull a bonnet off, I'm going to cuss their ass out. No, she's telling you like, ain't no man looking for you looking like that.
Right.
She's like the whole situation about my guy friend. And I was telling my other friend this, and he was like, Panda, don't change for anybody. And I'm like, I understood what the dude was saying. Like, I cuss a lot. And my guy friend was saying, and I think I told you this, he was like, we need to find other alternative words for you, because he was like, you could do all that cussing when you do comedy, but when you're around me, just don't cuss. You know, he's basically trying to say, in his way, be a lady. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and when I looked at them, I'm like, yo, he's right. Because I have a habit of cussing that is not ladylike. Because, you know, let's just say like we were talking, and I guess he likes me or whatever, so he wants me to be a lady because I was cussing like a sailor. So the point on what I'm making is, Monique is just saying, if y'all really want a good man, y'all want a husband, you got to start dressing a certain way. You got to start acting a certain way. You got to carry yourself a certain way. You know, Men aren't attracted to stuff like that on our heads, or us cussing, or us looking crazy. So she's just saying, like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, you want to present a certain version of yourself so that people who are looking for that will talk to you, or, you know, be more open to, you know, having a relationship with you or whatever. Yeah, I mean, if you a lot of people when you say that to women especially, they're like, well, he should just love me for who I am. Yeah, it's like, no guy ever says that, because that shit just isn't what's gonna happen ever.
Wait a minute.
No woman is just gonna be like, oh, he wears sweatpants every day,
you know what,
and Jordans, and like, oh, that's, yeah, I just love him being him. But if you see a man dressed up nicer, you're like, Oh, okay.
You struck a chord.
So men know. Men know if they really want to attract a woman, they'll dress nicer.
And you know, the reason why I brought the whole cussing thing up in my situation, because I'm learning how to date again. You may not believe that, but I haven't dated someone since my boyfriend. And my boyfriend, I was with him 10 years. He was such a perfect gentleman, like a gentleman. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little rough. But when I was with him, he was basically showing me, and I know it sounds crazy, how to be a lady. Like, Grace, you don't have to cuss. You don't have to, because I'm kind of rough a little bit. So when you just said that, it took me back when I was talking to a dude about a month or two ago. He was telling me not to cuss. This is not the same person. But I was like, and when you said that, it made me be like, damn, I see what he's saying now. I went and told the dude, like, if you can't love me for who I am, then I don't need to talk to you. But that just struck a chord because I'm like, damn, that dude kind of makes sense. I don't.
Well, here's the thing. When I met Courtney, I was kind of that. I was of that mind that I didn't want to be with a girl that cussed a lot.
Ooh.
But when I met Courtney, who she was as a person had no correlation with how she spoke, like the curse words that she chose to use. You know what I mean? She dropped an F-bomb. She dropped, this, but she was a great person.
Right.
A lot of times, people who talk foul are foul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do cuss a lot. But I'm not foul.
But that doesn't always correlate.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? So it's like, when it was Courtney, she was like, yeah, people tell me to stop cussing so much. And I'm like,
I feel her though.
No, I was like finally at that point in my life where I was like, but like, you're a great person. So it's like, I've been with people who don't cuss and they're shitty people.
Right.
Right? So it's like, well, maybe I'll just accept that. Like, just do you and,
You know.
And so I told her, I was like, I'm not going to tell you to stop cussing because of who you are.
Right.
And like, you're cussing to make jokes or stuff like that. Like, it's not like, you're not swearing to be disrespectful to people, calling them like sons of bitches and, you fucking
But it's in my
assholes, stuff
vocabulary
like
a lot. And I understood, like, okay, like the two men that told me this, which I understand that, like, they were pursuing me. They're trying to date me. Well, this one really trying to date me.
Yeah.
But I understood because, like, you had a standard. You know how we talked about he's in a certain lifestyle. He deals with that all day. And what I notice about him is that he's not trying to live that life all day, every day. So when he's around me, he's trying to be a gentleman. Like, no, like, because all day he's around that chaos. And I guess me cussing a lot, because it's in my lingo a lot. He's like, okay, look, I can't do both. You know what I mean? And I understood what he was saying. I'm like, okay, maybe I do need to work on that. So when I'm talking to him, I try my best not to cuss. But it's hard because I'm joking all day or I'm thinking and I'm writing down skits.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a habit. And I understand what you're saying. Yeah. But it puts me in a bind because I don't cuss in front of him, but I was telling him that's a second part of me because I'm used to joking. But he did say, hey, you do that. I don't mind you doing that. But when you're around me, just kind of like, do you feel he was wrong? Because my friends was like, no, you shouldn't change for nobody. I said, but he's trying to date me. You know that? Well, and I understand what he was saying.
No, I totally get where he's coming from.
Yeah.
I don't think it's wrong for him to say that. That's how he really feels. He needs to let you know.
Right? And he did. And I've been respectful. I haven't.
But
it's hard, though.
Also, that's you.
Yeah.
So it's like, you talk that way. And, I mean, he shouldn't completely stop dating you if he really cares about you.
He hasn't.
Because of that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, but he hasn't. I was just giving an example like that other dude. No, I kicked his ass to the curb. Because I'm going to tell you something about the whole dating thing. He was looking at my pictures. My weight goes up and down. We know that. He came in my house. He was looking at my pictures. And this is not the one I'm talking to now. But what made me start talking to this other person, oh, yeah, on top of you cussing, yeah, we're going to get your weight down. And I'm going to have you look at a certain way because you're going to be the way I want you to be. And this only was on date number 2. I'm like, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
You wide-head fucker? I'm sorry I had to say what about that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, people do that. Guys do that to women, and women do that to men.
Really?
Women be like, I'm gonna fix him. Start dating somebody and they want to start fixing them. And then guys are like that with women too. Like, all right, just listen to me. Do what I say, and you got to find
Do you have
what
Michael
you're
Jordan
comfortable
money?
with. What's that?
Do you have Michael Jordan money? That's going to be my question.
Right.
Do you have slam dunk money?
I will start cussing for
Yep.
slam dunk money.
Slam dunk.
Yeah.
No, mother lover. No.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't understand why people want to. Just find what you're looking for. Or maybe they see potential in that person.
Yeah, but it's like you still should not try to
Yeah.
get somebody to change in a relationship. You should never get someone to try to change. Now, you should always be supportive of someone trying to improve themselves,
Yeah.
but not putting ultimatums on somebody.
Yeah.
If you're trying to put an ultimatum on somebody, you shouldn't be in the relationship.
No.
You should get out, right? It's like, hey, we're going to date, but I need you to stop doing this.
That was
You know?
that first dude. But this one right here, no, it wasn't like that. He was just, I think if he wasn't in what he was doing, I'm going to say bookkeeping. If he wasn't a bookkeeper.
I think he sees you as a really good person, which is what you are.
Yeah.
You're a really good person, Grace. You're a really good person.
Yeah, because I do cuss a lot.
But he sees that, and then he sees you cuss, and it's just like,
throws
you
it
don't
off.
have to.
Yeah.
But you're like, yeah, but I like it and I'm funny.
Yeah, but I do. But you know what? I'm also tired of. Okay, oh God, here we go. Because it's gonna go into a rabbit hole. This one.
Go ahead.
I hate this. I think I've only dated a certain type of man. Right?
Okay. Meaning?
No,
30 years older?
race wise, like.
Only white guys?
No, I've never had a real relationship with a white man. They
Okay.
talk to me,
Yeah.
but they end up being married, magically freaking married.
Whites. The whites are married?
What? Samaritan Watt.
Okay.
I mean, I'll show you that one more privately, but that one I didn't want to say the man's name because he know I do comedy, but I didn't know. Okay, give me a good example. I met a wonderful Caucasian man, and we were talking on the phone, and he had a good job, and I'm not gonna say he's a railroad person, but that's not what he did.
Okay.
But damn good job, beautiful home. Come to find out, he was married because I found him and his wife on the front of the church thing, their little church thing, because he's from a small town. And I'm
What do you mean in the front of the church?
his wife ended up getting promoted at her church, and they took a picture of them together as a family because he lives in a small town and he has a big job in a small town.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say in Alaska, and that's not where he lives. Opposite. And I'm like,
Oh, why?
and me and him was talking every day. He was coming to LA because he had stuff he was doing here in LA. I would meet him in Arizona sometime. We would meet in mutual places. Had a whole family. Had kids. Had a grandkid too. Yeah.
He was how old?
He was 49.
49 with the grandkids?
His grandkid because his wife was
Okay.
a little older than him.
Got
so it was his wife was a big old bitch though. She like Hulk Hogan. That's the best way I can describe her. I'm gonna show you.
She was white.
Big old tall, big.
Blonde bitch.
Big. But back in the day, I'm gonna show you
Thunder
something.
lips. In the flesh.
I see why he liked her because she was beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful woman. But she let herself go. She was already a tall. You ever seen just a really tall lady that's just so pretty,
Yeah.
well kept? She was beautiful.
Yeah.
When she let herself go, she looked like Hulk Hogan. Seriously,
Damn.
she was like, knock your ass out.
Did you ever talk to him about that?
Yeah, we talked about it because I avoided him. I'm like, look, I don't like drama. And when he flew to LA, I'm like, dude, that's your wife.
Yeah.
I don't feel like knocking your wife
What did
out.
he say?
He's like, it's okay. I don't want to be with her anymore. What can I do to get you to come? He was going to buy me a house around the corner from him. I swear. I never told you this. I got stories for days. I got so many. I don't know why you men that got wives. Why do y'all keep talking to me? Because it look like I'm a damn whore. I'm just going out here a harlot.
I'm a harlot.
Because it's I don't know why. I don't even be knowing they're married. The police officer. You remember have I told you a story about the police officer? I was saying the police officer. Oh my God. You don't remember? I don't want to say his name.
No.
You sure I never told you? I was working at Equinox when I met him.
I can't remember.
Oh my God. I was going to his house. We were banging. Met his mom, his sister, the whole family. He got a wife that live in the house. She was stuck somewhere for a while though. She was stuck. She was stuck. She was stuck somewhere and she couldn't come back for a while. She was deported or some shit.
Right. That's a great story.
Yeah, it was worse
she
than
was
that.
stuck somewhere
She
for
was
a
stuck
while.
somewhere for a while, and come to find out he's married.
Damn.
And I'm like, why do married men? I know why they approach me. I already know it's the shotguns in the front. Other than that,
It's the shot.
other than that, it ain't like I'm just this beautiful, elegant woman and I'm breezing. I'm like, oh my God, I have to be with her. It never feels like if I dress up real nice, it doesn't matter. It could be a teacher, firefighter, a pimp, a moose. Hey, what are you doing over there? Ramify you? I'm like, no, Mr. Moose. I don't do that, Mr.
The
Moose.
shotguns in the front.
Yeah, shotguns in the
Never
front.
heard that in my life.
Shotguns in the front. Like, they there.
That's hilarious.
And I mean, even when I was in high school, I used to get in so much trouble. I would ditch, try to go to Slash House. I was trying to go to everybody's house.
Yeah.
What celebrity house I almost made it to? I was smaller than I had a 2-piece. I was on the bus. The police thought I was grown. They didn't think nothing.
Yeah.
They were like, where are you going? Oh, I'm trying to get to Charleston Heston's house. I was determined. I keep thinking that he really still looked like the 10 Commandments.
Oh, yeah.
Man, probably old and dead by then. I thought he was still living, but he didn't.
Right. Yeah.
I looked in the phone book trying to find Charleston. It was like 7 Charleston Hestons.
Really?
They were all like in Orange County. I was trying to catch the bus there. I was really trying to get to these celebs' houses. I was on a mission.
Damn.
To sleep with a celebrity. It was a mission. Like, hey, I'm like 17, but nobody got to know. Nobody.
They ain't got one.
Nope.
Nobody.
I had a two-piece bikini thong. No ass. Just on the bus. Just go.
A thong bottom?
Yeah, I used to wear a two-piece bikini
On
thong.
the bus?
Yep.
That's
with
hilarious.
a towel. And then give it
With
shit.
a towel.
And had a little laminated bus pass. A school bus pass. Just. They didn't call the police. Bus drivers didn't call the police or nothing. Just show my little high school bus pass.
Wow.
Where are you going? Because there's a Disneyland bus. There's a freeway bus you can get on a Harbor Freeway station, and you can take it to Disneyland. I'll be right there in my 2-piece bikini thong on the hose stroke. Some people thought I was a prostitute, but I just lived in the area where the prostitutes were.
Yeah.
Right? Get on the bus. I guess they thought I was hoeing at Disneyland. I wasn't. I was really trying to get to Orange County.
Wow.
Yeah. Hoeing, I was hoeing, but not hoeing like they thought.
Right.
I was trying to get to that real money.
Charlton Heston money.
Yeah,
The
damn
10
right.
Commandments. Ben Hur money.
Ben Hur money, okay? In a 2-piece bikini thong.
Wow.
Burnt up.
Burnt up.
I was burning my skin. I didn't have no
Sunscreen.
nothing. I had
Did you ever pick anybody up?
What you mean, like get a guy? Went to lunch?
Yeah, yeah.
What was it? Yeah, I remember I was a minor, so I gotta kind of let me think. Let me be cleaned up.
That's a yes.
Yeah, I did.
So, guys can't do that, really.
What?
Young guys,
What?
like no older woman's really into dudes. Like young boys.
And I ain't gonna lie, my
Like 17-year-old boys.
are
It's
into
just-
older women.
They're not even really into older women. Because you don't have that option. Because like it's always like high school girls that are into older guys.
Yeah,
Or
that
middle
was me.
school girls that are into older guys.
Yeah, why is that?
But it's like it's never older girls into younger guys. You know what I mean? It's kind of never that thing.
I was trying to get Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston.
I was trying to get the Slash. I love you, Slash. If you go watch this, I love
Slash.
Slash. If you ever need your hair combed, you call me. I'll comb the shit out of your hair. Put some oil in it. I got oil at the house.
Hey, what were you telling me about Bop, the Hanson song?
Okay. Will you be honest with me?
I'm going to be as honest as I can be.
What the fuck does Bop mean?
Even as a whitey, I don't know.
Pull up the lyrics to that shit. Cause we gonna go through this
We're going to
right
get to the
now.
bottom of this.
Call the FBI. Because if back in 1996,
You think it was 6?
it's 96 or 97. Because after that, they did what I was.
Oh my God. 97. How are you that good? I don't get it. Oh my God.
I don't know.
The song was nominated for 2 Grammys.
Mhm. And the song I Will Run to You, that was their other second hit single. And that was it.
All right. Oh, hold on. We've all been singing this song wrong?
Wait, what? Wait. Before you show it, what
Let's
do you
go
think?
to the lyrics.
Before we look at the lyrics. Bop.
Doop-a-dop-dop, doo-bop.
Doop-a-dop-dop, doop-bop. Ooh, baby. Okay, that's what it say. That what it say.
What it says is bop da ba do ba da ba do bop ba do ba da ba do ba. God, we're fucked.
Okay, wait. So go back to what does it actually say?
What's the verse? The first verse.
So many
You have so many
relationships in this life, only one or two will last. You're going through all this pain and strife, then you turn your back and it's go so fast.
You keep going. I'm fucking it up. Oh yeah.
Go too fast. I thought about head.
And they're gone so fast. So hold on, the ones who really care. In the end, they'll be the only ones there. And when you get old and start losing your hair, can you tell me who will still care? Bop.
Plant a seed. What the fuck?
And then the interlude is said, oh yeah, in and bop, they're gone. All right, verse 2. Plant a seed, plant a flower, plant a rose.
That's not what they said.
You can plant any one of those. Keep planting to find out which one grows. It's the secret no one knows. The secret no one knows.
That's the part I was asking, like, the secret no one knows. I think that's what I had. Because I don't remember them talking about damn flowers. You remember?
Something's going to grow.
That head gonna grow.
Keep planting to find out which one grows.
They were talking about head. They heard them change that shit quick. Cause think about it. I don't remember them saying anything like that. I just know it's a secret no one knows. It's all.
Okay, let's see what this article has to say. We've been seeing it wrong this entire time. Cast your mind back to April 1997. Tony Blair was on the brink of leading New Labor into... Get the hell out of here. But then, who'd have predicted that Hanson would choose that moment in human history to come along and rip shit up, eh? The precocious trio's Bop, which was released as the lead single from their multi-platinum selling debut album Middle of Nowhere, stormed to the top of the singles charts in 27 different countries, staging a 3-week sit-in at number 1 in the UK alone. And who could forget Bop's accompanying video? You mean you have? For shame. Magical. The key to Bop's Titanic soft rock success was perhaps its lyrical simplicity, particularly in its decision to forego using actual words at all. We all know the chorus, don't we? It's playing in your head right now. It's bop, bop, whatever. Well, it turns out that both your ears and your mind have been playing tricks on you for 2 whole decades. Speaking to the Kyle and Jack O show in Australia, Zach Hanson sought to right a long-standing wrong by pointing that actually there's not a single wop in Bop. Too many people put a wop in there, Zach Hanson said. What happens is people go to sing that song and they start making it up as if it's nonsense, but it's actually a repetitive part. It came from doo-wop songs, so it's background part. It's a background part. So there you have it, folks, and just to make sure we're all now singing from the same hymn sheet, here's the lyrics to the song.
What?
Bop, yeah, it's the same shit.
I heard a wop in there.
Yeah, there's a wop. I don't care what these people say.
It is a wop in there. That's like I was telling you, I know I heard them talk about head. You see how they're trying to change the song?
Right, yeah, you're talking about head.
They were talking about head because you would have heard something about a flower in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that. I know I heard something about, because my dad would get mad and be like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Right.
Because, old people will sit there and try to listen to what you're saying, and
yeah, they don't just take it for like the melody. Yeah,
that's just like like the Little Mermaid coloring books. Like when it first came out, my daddy would throw that shit away. He used to tell my granny there was penises all on the front of the Little Mermaid coloring book.
Right.
But if you actually look at it, there really is penises on the front. Have you ever seen that?
Well, I know on the front cover of the Little Mermaid.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I know on the coloring book because I used to get all the coloring books from the dollar.
Well, it was probably the same photo from the very beginning,
because my daddy was chunking every Little Mermaid thing I got. He was throwing it away. Like he was like, nah, you ain't calling no dicks in my house. He would get mad. Wow how do old people even would look at that and just notice that? Are you serious?
There's a penis. Yep.
Are you serious?
Yep.
How did old people just notice that, though?
I mean, it's directly in the middle. It's straight up the middle.
Like my daddy used to say, in Rescue Rangers, he wouldn't let me watch that either.
Why?
Oh, was it the Aristocrats? He said he sees some titties and some...
Oh, really?
He was going off.
The Aristocrats.
I think it was.
Aristocats, right?
Crats.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shit. It's one of them two.
Subliminal shit in Disney movies.
I don't know. My daddy I'm sorry. He was kind of all over the place. I don't think he saw no titties, though.
Yeah.
He swore up and down. He saw titties. I'm like, where?
Right.
Well, he saw them penises, so he must saw something I didn't see.
He's got that good eye.
Yeah, but that's some titties. Now you cut that off right now. Yeah. I'm gonna see. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can find stuff. I'm gonna look on YouTube and see if I can find some sex stuff with Disney. It might be.
There's so much.
Somebody might have been like my dad and probably did a documentary on that. In this movie, there's a part where there's a sex scene, but Disney cut it out. You know, somebody done did that somewhere in America. Let me see.
Look at all these women just in bikinis.
That's me on that bus.
That was you. Just living it up.
I did. I had a fun childhood. Like, my teenage years was awesome. I don't care what nobody said. I used to try to go to, look, that could have been me at Dave.
That could have been me with my ass out.
Now I'm talking about her. I wasn't no lady on that bus. Jesus, what is going on?
Let's see here. Sylvester Stallone. 75.
Yes, he do. With his brown skin. Come here.
He looks like Dean Martin.
Oh, yes, he do. He look good. He looks good.
Crazy how he just doesn't look 75.
He got a nice tan.
Right? It might be blood pressure. I don't know. But he's Italian, right?
Is he Sicilian?
I don't know. That's his daughter.
That's his daughter.
Why
did he put that on her picture? Why?
I mean, that's kind of his thing, right? Boxing gloves.
But why her though? I forgot what she did. She do something with like pregnant?
She was a Supreme Court justice, I think.
Oh, probably for women's rights.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Who's
that lady with him?
Chain with Von Furstenberg.
Who is that lady with him?
Oh, that's Linda Carter.
No way. She looks good.
She's 70.
Dang,
she's done some work, right? Come on.
Oh yeah, I know, but she looked good.
You can't look like that without work.
Rest in peace, Dixie Carter. You should have been there.
Dixie Carter.
I loved me some Dixie Carter growing up. That was my girl. Yeah, that was supposed to be my name.
Who is Dixie Carter?
Dixie Carter played in what was it? God, it was that 80s show back in the day, Designing Women. That was my girl. I love Dixie Carter.
Damn, she died in 2010.
I cried. Cause me and her had that. Cause my name was supposed to have been Dixie Mason Line after the Mason Line Dixon, and my dad was like, "You got somebody who had your same name, and y'all could have related and been friends." So he brought her up
all the time. That's funny.
He said, "Think about it, you would have been two Dixies in this world, you and her,
right?
In the land that the good Lord made." I'm like, what? So and I ended up liking her, and she was a good actress.
Yeah,
she was very good.
What do you think is going on with like kids nowadays that like don't even want to be actors and actors? They just want to be TikTokers.
It's brainwash.
But it's interesting, right?
It is.
It's like, acting used to be like the only way that you could kind of like express yourself.
But times are changing.
Yeah.
New executives are getting in the building and they're lazy. They don't want to sit in the office all day watching the kids with their stank breath do for thy Romeo, for thy they don't want to look at that. They want to look at TikTok and be like, yes, no, maybe so.
Right.
It's easier for them.
It's so much easier, right?
It doesn't cost them all that money, all that time. Yeah. And it's got their way of thinking. That's just like in order like to get on Spotify or Apple, I think, or whatever to get seen, you got to have so many people liking you. It's not like people think, oh, it's so easy to get on Spotify and all that. It's not. It's really not. Point being is they go by your views, how many views you got, who's liking you. That's how you get accepted into Hollywood now. They're going to see I think they took that from Netflix, because don't Netflix pay you based on your box office stuff, like what you made, like movie wise or comedy, stand up comedy.
I mean, probably that goes into factoring like how much they give you if you do a movie with them.
Yeah, so I think that's probably what the route is now with Hollywood. Like they want to see who's the hottest new TikToker or who's the new pretentious kid. That makes their job easier. That's like with music and all that. Kid. Yeah, like they looking at Disney people like that too. Like there's so many people got famous off of TikTok. It's ridiculous. Like
yeah, like it'd be funny to one day see like a kid that like hates his parents because they were just pushing him to be like the next TikToker. And like they don't talk anymore because he just couldn't live up to his mom's
TikTok
dreams of being a TikToker.
That's like that one kid who was a gamer and his parents would get pissed at him gaming, and now he makes like millions. That's his professional job now.
Yeah,
he don't do nothing but just do his schoolwork from home and make millions for that whole family.
Yeah,
I'm like, life is changing, boy.
It really is. Like think about that when we were kids. Like we didn't have that option of being like going pro at GoldenEye or Mario Kart. It's pretty cool.
That is. I think they probably did have it back then. We just didn't know about it.
No,
EA,
they didn't.
They didn't have EA back then?
No, there was no like competitions really back then.
It is now. It's a lot because it's funny. I just got hit up today. My friend Chucky, he needed me to sub today. I couldn't do it because I had the podcast. There's a $1,000 tournament today, a Population 1 tournament. He needed me to come in as a stand-in. If we won, I would have made $1,000.
Dang, that's not bad.
They have tournaments every other day, Population 1. But you have to be good. You have to either be invited or just know what you're doing. It's not like you can't just enter them. But I know during the holiday, well, before the holiday, let me take that lie back. That's how I was paying my bills after I left Equinox, the competition money. I was in a lot of competitions. And then it slowed down for a little bit, but they're picking back up now. So, yeah, there's a lot of money to be made in that.
Nice.
That's like the Fortnite people are coming over to Population 1. So now they're doing like tournaments like crazy.
So Fortnite is very similar to Population 1?
They mimicked the people who made it allegedly. Population 1 big box allegedly. Basically kind of mimicked, because when I watched Fortnite, I never played Fortnite. I don't know anything about it until I seen it. I'm like, yo, it's kind of like the same thing. But Population 1 is more mature.
Okay.
It looks more... how can I explain it? Have you seen it before? The gameplay of it, Population 1. Compare it to Fortnite today, and you'll see what I'm saying. Fortnite is more kiddish, you know. Yeah, Population 1 VR. And if you play Samachi, I don't want to look at him. Samachi, I see him all the time. Yeah, like that. You see how it looks more like you can. I don't know. It just.
What is this song?
I don't know.
I like it. I've actually never seen an Oculus controller.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, they need to get my damn left controller. Thanks for reminding me.
Amazing, right?
I'm
really
climbing.
rewarding. AK here.
Oh, I got a banana, dude. I'm gonna
You see
win
what I
now.
mean? Like
Drop
how
over
the
here.
graphics, how that looks, like how it looks more real.
I need a gun still, I think.
There's one above you, Blitz. There's a gun right
I'm
above
playing
you.
when I
for
get
it.
home.
So this is what you do.
Yeah.
And a
You
shield.
can
Ooh, I
climb.
like this.
Pick up that
lots
CX.
of shields up here.
I love that CX because my phone, that P90 is beautiful. Oh my god.
I ate it already.
Look,
Do you-
40 rounds.
Does your eyes hurt?
Mine don't. No, it makes some people sick though.
Right.
They must be in a private lobby.
And you just like clear out your room?
No, I just make a circle. You just make a big circle and don't leave out the circle and not your square. Make sure you're not near any walls.
Right.
Wow. Are they in a private room?
Do you have to like open your goggles every once in a while and be like, oh, where am I in the room?
No, you just stay in your circle because when you're used to playing it, you know where your thing is. You're not gonna walk.
Okay.
You just know where you're. And I usually get a chair and I pull the chair and I push the chair back when I'm getting ready to play.
Got it.
But yeah.
Okay, so I see this.
And if you look and compare it to Fortnite, you'll see the difference. Like, it looked like Pop 1 though, allegedly. I have to say, I'm not trying to get sued by nobody.
It looks a lot similar. But you're just seeing your body move. It's third person, right? Instead of first person. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Fortnite is cool. I was just saying
There's
that's
so
more
much on the
controller.
screen that pops up, you know?
Like that's more controller PC. I mean, I need to get back into it because a lot of my friends are playing it. Like they're moving back and forth.
Yeah.
But there's some big streamer. My friend Virtual Bo, he streams.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bo Sarge. He's been playing lately, and the dude and him were playing, and he came to Pop One. So now Pop One got like 4 million more players now, and like the servers are dropping like crazy because so many people from Fortnite is coming to play. So if you're in the middle of a game, it drops. Like you get kicked out the server.
Just because they can't handle the amount of
They
people.
cannot handle that thing. Is getting flushed. It's like they getting so many complaints.
And it's just because some guy who was big on Fortnite moved over. What made him cross over?
He wanted to try VR. Probably somebody sent him a VR and was like big box or Facebook. Probably because he's
Like,
a streamer.
we'll pay you a certain
Yeah.
amount of money to.
Because he probably wasn't. Because once you're
promote.
Xbox and all that, you're not gonna think about VR.
Yeah.
You're not. That's not. I don't know. You're gonna go with.
So how
that
big
money.
of a following does this guy
I
have?
think he has like 3 million.
What's his name?
I do not know his name. I just know. The only one I know is Chris Quits Reality.
Chris?
Chris Quits Reality. Shout out to Chris.
Is he one of your buddies?
He was the one who actually, he was one of the first 2 people who made me go viral because the one video I did got like 1.6 million views from Population 1. So he plays with us, and I didn't even know he was like a big YouTuber or whatever.
Hmm.
And it was him and Mr. Witty. See, he gets like 6 million likes.
Dang.
He gets a lot, and he actually, and I play with him all the time. I just didn't know you know, when you play with people,
Yeah.
you don't know who they are, what they do. See how he's in that circle and he's not moving?
Right.
You just make a circle. That's a
Dang.
valve index he has. I didn't even know he had that.
These VR games are legit.
I have the other one. I get the left controller you could play.
He's hanging upside down. Whoa.
Is he jacking off? Oh,
The
Scott.
Rock. Oh my God. He's got a shake weight.
Wait, he must be okay. I think I know where he's
His
at.
avatar is Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, I think he's in VR chat. Have you ever seen VR chat?
No, he's working out.
Okay, so in VR chat, that must be allegedly VR chat because you can do. Yeah, that is VR chat. You can do whatever in VR chat. You can make any character.
Yeah.
He's in VR chat. I don't go in there. It creeps me out.
Wow. That's insane.
VR chat is crazy.
No,
Drunken Bar Fight is
playing-
my favorite VR game though.
He's dressed up as the Grinch now. He's jumping on his Christmas tree.
Oh damn!
Wow, he just fucked up his Christmas tree.
His mom gonna beat his ass.
What? He's killing somebody in an arena.
He must got a really expensive VR because I've never seen that. Jesus,
Wow, just stomping on this guy.
that's like Drunken Bar Fight. You could do that because Spider-Man and Brad.
Look at him climbing an invisible ladder.
Oh my god, that's why.
Boom. Oh, wow. Oh, shit.
Have you seen Drunken Bar Fight?
That's insane. No, I've not seen Drunken
That-
Bar Fight.
Oh, that's my favorite game. I play that all the time. So when you come out the bar, Brad Pitt's in the corner.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, he stands there and he smokes a cigarette and you can go in the alley and he'll try to fight you in the alley. Spider-Man to come out. You can beat people with a pipe. You can go to the
Really?
police station.
I guess that is a fantasy that people have is just, I want to come out of a bar and just beat people
Yeah,
up.
the wedding part. You can go up to the wedding and fuck everybody up at the wedding. You can throw people down like off the roof.
That's a funny fantasy. I never thought about that, but yeah.
When I bring my headset back, I have
It's
to.
almost like wherever you drink, people are like, I bet I could fight somebody in here.
I want to fight somebody across the street today when we went to go eat.
Yeah.
I want to go in there and whoop all their ass.
Who?
The boxing people.
Oh, yeah, the
Just-
boxers.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
I had to douchebags. I can't do this. My hand hurts.
Yeah.
So my life is hard. It's gonna be hard after I hit your face.
Every time I see women boxing,
Don't.
every time I see it, though,
No.
like it's just,
Oh yeah, here it comes.
especially when you can't throw a punch properly. You know what I mean? You know?
I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. It just looks looks a little childish.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially they look weak, weaklings.
They look weak.
Like the ones we saw across, they look like they want to. They're so ready for action, but they weren't in there hitting shit. They were like, yeah, fuck off, Amanda. Yeah, yeah. I was like getting pissed. Like, let me just go over there and fight them because it was like they didn't have no sweat on their face.
That's what they really need. They need somebody to actually give them something. I'm ready to fight all of y'all.
Yeah, buddy.
But but it is true though. Like you don't punch properly until somebody's punching you. Like that's one of the hardest things. Like when I'm teaching people how to box and kickbox.
Oh God,
like
is it hard?
It's very hard sometimes. Yeah, because
is it annoying?
It can get annoying because a lot of people have never had someone swing on them.
Wow, aren't they just lucky?
Yeah. Aren't they lucky?
Oh
but like, it's like you, with the threat of someone literally swinging on you, you act different.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
So you're not going to be like this if somebody just swings on you and just nails you. You're like, okay, that didn't work. Like throwing a punch like this does not work. I gotta like get down and I gotta, your body has to change with the threat of getting hit. But when people, like, sometimes I'll hit my clients, and they'll be like...
They be startled? What the fuck they thought was going to happen?
They don't know. Until you've been hit, you don't really know.
I mean, what they thought was going to happen, you was going to tap them? Okay, we're just going to do light tap, and you hit me hard.
Yeah, violence is something that people don't really... If you've never been in it, you don't...
Understand it?
Yeah.
So that's why people be mouthy, huh?
Oh, you know it is.
Oh, God. You ain't never had... Okay, let me change the positions.
You ever had someone really mouthy?
Oh, yeah, the old supervisor at
a good fighter?
Nah. I haven't met one yet, and that's why that metal pipe was made for bitches like that at Wendy's.
That's my point.
I told that, and I looked at her. She had no scars. Like, I can tell she was just... Because, I'm not saying you have to have scars on your face when you fight. But you can look at my hands. That's a teeth mark. From when I had to been about 15, that scar gonna be there forever. My fist went dead in her mouth. I'm dead serious. That's teeth.
Wow.
I wasn't playing with that. Okay, back then I was horrible, but I'm just saying, like, you can look at people. Like, even if you look at your hands, you might see some scarring.
Yeah, I've got scars.
Okay, then that means you fought. Okay, that lady had not one scratch on her hand, not one on her face. I said, you don't fight. Yeah. Just talk shit. I said, you need a good ass whooping. Maybe if you heard a bone break, you'll stop, because she was so mouthy to the point. It's like, if you hit her, you would have went to jail.
Right. Yeah.
She's that type of person. Like, you hit me, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to say whatever I'm going to say to you, and I'm going to call the police. I said,
but don't you dare touch me.
Yeah, one of them type. And I'm like, and she was recording everything. Right. And how I knew she was recording everything, she had the damn phone around her neck, walking around. I said, are you special needs? No disrespect.
Like, facing... Like a GoPro?
Yeah, like a big ass, like it was a chain or something. I'm like, bitch, ain't nobody stupid. I said, play that for your lawyer. You have to tell somebody. And I'm going to teach you something, too. In the state of California, you cannot just record anybody. They even tell you that on certain, if you do a police report, you could do it. Look at it right now. If you say somebody stole your identity, you cannot have a recording of them doing it. You cannot have a recording of them doing it or voice recording, or they won't take it. It's against the law to record somebody without their knowledge. She wouldn't have got away with that anyway.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
You have to tell that person you're doing it.
I'm recording you.
Yep.
As you beat their ass.
You have to catch that person in the act. Like, you can't. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
You didn't know that?
Uh-uh.
I swear, it's like a California law. I'm like, you dumbass.
It can't be used in court.
Cannot be used in court, and it cannot be used against that person. Even if the person was caught in the act. And it was so strange because I just got my identity recently stolen. But when I was looking at the police report, it was asking me all these questions like, oh, do you know who did it? Is there surveillance of this person doing it? Because you can't have any recordings of this person doing it without their permission. I'm like, the fuck? What do you mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, whatever. So, yeah, she would walk around with a big old recording device on her. And I'm like, you must not be from here. Even if you did record me, I wouldn't give two shits. I'm still going to beat your ass. Like, you talk. She was just, like, somebody was calling me the other day. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Just give her my address. If she wants to talk to me, give her my address.
Right.
If you're bold enough to come knock on my door, you can come right in and get that ass whooping.
Right.
Yes. Just come knock on the door. Like,
exactly.
I don't know, man. Life is crazy. But, yeah, if you get your bones broken, y'all, You won't talk shit.
Yeah.
I tell you that. My hand's still messed up and it don't feel good.
Right. Yeah, it's funny watching those women box.
Ain't doing a damn thing. Not even busting a grape at a fruit fight. Damn.
Hey, I went to a sex shop.
Ooh.
That sex shop.
Oh, yeah.
Right beside where we ate.
Okay, what happened?
And, you know, and I understand this is her job, right? She's at the counter. This is what she does every day. But when there's a line and I'm checking out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't talk to me about getting extra lube. It's 25% off. Would you like some? The product that you bought needs this type of, and you're just like, and then she's like telling you,
no.
For this product, the blah, 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 you need this type of lube. For this, and you're like,
I just want this lube.
All right. And then the line's getting longer behind me. And I'm just like, yeah, just throw it in the fucking bag. Just whatever you want, put it in there, shut up.
But why do they do that? Is it for?
And then by the time you check out, it's like $200, and you're like,
thought it was like 25.
Oh my God! But you're not going to stand there and argue at the cash register of a sex shop and be like, "Hey, now, how dare you charge me this much for
this?"
You just can't. You don't say anything and you leave.
I would have.
Nobody argues at the register of a sex shop.
My dumb ass will. Bitch, you said it was 25% off for this lube for this dildo. Something ain't right. No, bitch, you gonna have to wait because this dildo ain't going up in me.
This exorcist cross.
Right the face.
Speaking, that's going to be our product.
10 whores in hell. What? 10 whores in hell.
We're going to make the cross dildo.
Oh, I would love it.
And the head of the cross that you grab is the exorcist woman, Linda Blair's head, and it spins.
You suck cocks in hell.
You suck cocks in hell. It just spins in a circle.
Or get freaky, like, yo, oh wait, what the hell?
Well, I mean, you know, you've got both options for sure.
I would enjoy it.
And then, you know, there's people out there that would want to buy that.
Your child is something else. Your child, you
My
were trying to
dog.
fight me. Now you want me to rub you, huh? Jesus,
She's so silly. She's real petty.
That's your black side, huh? You're so petty. Why? Oh my God.
What's your favorite Disney movie, by the way?
Oh God. Hold on. Let me think. Because I got a lot of them. Jeez. If I had to stop what I was doing to watch it, a very goofy movie.
That's a good one.
I like that. Well, I like when the Sasquatch was dancing to the Bee Gees.
Right.
That was my part.
I forgot about that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love the Bee Gees.
Love the Bee Gees.
Oh God, Sgt. Pepper's and the Lonely Hearts Band. That's my movie.
That's not the Bee Gees.
That is the Bee.
No, it's not. That's the Beatles.
Yeah. That is the Beatles.
Staying Alive.
Mm-hmm.
Lyrics. Let's read these.
But they were in the movie. The Bee Gees did the intro to the Sgt. Pepper's and the Lonely Hearts Band. They were in the movie. They did the intro. They did the song.
So you ever read the lyrics to Staying Alive?
No.
Well, you can tell by the way I walk, way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk.
Oh,
music loud and women warm. Ooh, I've been kicked around since I was born.
Oh, God.
And now it's all right. It's okay. You may look the other way. We can try to understand the New York Times effect on man.
Oh.
Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive.
Staying alive.
Feel the city breaking and everybody shaking, and we're staying alive. Staying alive. And then verse 2. Well, now I get low and I get high. And if I can't get either, I really try. Got the wings of heaven on my shoes. I'm a dancing man and I just can't lose.
Oh, he off that powder.
Right. Life's going nowhere. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Life's going nowhere. Somebody help me. I'm staying alive. Isn't it crazy? It's like...
No, but basically he was having an outer body experience.
Yeah, he was like struggling in New York City.
Yeah, he was itching for that sounds like that ain't coke. That's more heroin.
Heroin.
That's some white horse. Because coke don't have you like that. Like you're not gonna Jones like that. That's more heroin. Not to compare drugs because when you do coke, it doesn't give you an outer body experience. Heroin does. And when you're coming down and you jonesing off of it, you start seeing all these lights. You'll see like rainbow colors, and you'll be itching real bad and start. And then you'll think you're dying. It turns you like into this. I've seen people Jones off of heroin. It's not that back then. That was some blue magic he had.
Blue magic.
Blue magic was probably the most potent back then. That was what's his name? That was Frank Lucas's shit. Because disco was still happening when Frank Lucas was selling drugs. You ever seen that movie? What's that Denzel Washington movie with Russell Crowe? It was called American Gangster.
Yeah.
That was around the time the Bee Gees were out.
Okay.
So blue magic was the most powerful drug in New York during.
Well, what is blue magic?
It's a heroin. That's a high potent heroin. Very high potent. Frank Lucas.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
He's from North Carolina.
Yep.
Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He got it from the Golden Triangle of Southeast Asia. He a bad bro, ain't he? He got it directly from the source, meaning he had pure
heroin.
That pure opium.
Wow. He died at 88.
Nicky Barnes died recently too.
Who?
Nicky Barnes. He was up there with Frank Lucas. But remember, he went into witness protection for snitching.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. How did nobody recognize him all them years hiding? He's Nicky Barnes.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was he hiding? And still to this day, nobody knows his location. Like, nobody knew where they knew he died. Mm-hmm. He would do interviews, but they would blank his face out. But it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that, like, people live that life of a drug dealer. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm. How many years did he do in prison anyway? Oh, he died in 2019.
70 years in prison. He was convicted and sentenced, but after becoming an informant, he and his family were placed on witness protection. In 81, his federal and state prison sentences were reduced to time served plus lifetime parole. He was convicted on drug charges in 84 and was released from prison in 91. He went back into it.
And did witness protection. That's why, that's how he was able to do that movie then.
That's pretty intense.
Because he basically was ratting more people out, but wasn't nobody paying attention to it. Part of people was halfway dead by now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
In 81, after 5 years in custody, his 40-year federal term and 30-year state term were reduced to time served plus parole. In 84, he was caught and convicted of trying to exchange 1 ounce of heroin and $13,000 for 1 kilogram of cocaine. He received a sentence of 7 years and released from prison in 91.
Wow.
Dang, so he got back into it, yeah.
Probably had a boyfriend.
You think so?
You wouldn't do the same shit twice.
I mean,
for $13,000 worth of coke and you was worth billions? Someone right with that.
Yeah.
Or either he was on coke or on drugs, because look at that was like a really low blow. He was trying to switch in heroin for coke, and it was only a $13,000 brick.
Right.
Nah.
Yeah, it's interesting how people get caught, right?
Yeah. He was doing, talking too much, just talking. Wow.
Can't really trust anybody in the drug dealing business.
Oh, you
right?
can't. That's a choice you got to make. I tell people that all the time. Like, it's different if you're doing like a little bullshit, but when you start messing with that for real, you might as well go on and count your losses, because it's like, ain't nobody gonna want to see you win, and you can't walk away from it, because if people are used to buying from you, or them drug dealers are gonna come looking for you, like, why did you step out? Are you snitching? They're gonna be more worried about why'd you step away, and you probably really legitly stepped away.
Yeah.
So it's like you put a gun to your head. You did Russian roulette once you go doing that.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Because think about it, those people are going to get paranoid. Like, why did you walk away? What made you stop? It's too many whys, and if they got to why all that, they're going to come for you.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
It's Russian roulette.
Because, like, you get out of it,
mm-hmm.
and people within it can't accept that. They're like, no.
Nah, exactly. It's like gang banging.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like, what made you stop gang banging?
Right.
You don't really, they don't do it as much as they used to. Back in the day, you used to couldn't just stop. But gang banging is different now. But that drug game, that's something that's never going to change. Like, you got to make a real conscious choice. Like, because I feel that's just my opinion. Like, once you step in that, it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You could legitly just make you some money and be like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, sorry, I'm real asleep. Sorry. I didn't get sleep like that, Cody. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Oh, okay, I'm trying to wake up.
The drug world.
It's a cold world, though.
It is.
Okay, what was that 13-year-old that got killed? No, he wasn't even 13. He was the youngest from Chicago. There was an interview Tupac did a long time ago while he was in prison, and there was a picture of the little boy behind him. And I wanted to know, that's an interesting thing about drugs. Hold on. He was 11 years old. He started selling drugs, I think, like 8 or 9 years old. And he was going around killing people. Dang. He was like one of the most feared drug lord, gangbanging drug. And he was like 8, 9 years old. I swear. Let me see. What was his name?
It's like those kids in Africa.
Oh, the Congolese kids? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me find him. Let me see. I'm going to get his name because it was in the front of, and I was like, who is that little kid behind Tupac picture? His name was Robert Sandefur. He got a Wikipedia and they call him Yummy. He was born March 12th, 1983. He died September 1st, 1994. He was 11 years old.
Jeez.
He had killed, he was like a killer. Like, he did robberies.
He was living in Chicago.
And when the Tupac, I guess when he was in prison, there was a picture of him. That made me, I'm like, who is this badass little kid? I didn't know nothing about him until I started digging up his life. And I'm like, yo, this kid had bodies. And he was selling drugs. Like, and then they killed him. They called him Yummy, but it's Robert Sandefur, like Lucifer, but it's sand. Like regular sand and fear.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that. Poor baby. Like, yeah.
Robert Sandefur, 11-year-old boy from Chicago. His murder by fellow gang members in Chicago garnered national attention because of his age, resulting in his appearance on the cover of Time magazine in 94. His nickname origins because of his love for cookies. Standing at 4'6", Sandefur was a young member of the Chicago street gang, the Black Disciples. After committing murder, arson, and armed robbery, he was murdered by his own fellow gang members who feared he could become an informant and that he was attracting too much attention towards his activities. Coverage of Sandefur's death and retrospectives on his short, violent life were widely published in the American media. Sandefur became a symbol of the gang problem in American inner cities, the failure of social safety nets, and the shortcomings of the juvenile justice system. Early life. Well, I mean, his life's so young. He was born in Chicago. Sandefur's mom, Lorena Sandefur, had over 30 arrests while prostituting, many of which were drug-related. Sandefur's father, Robert Atkins, was absent throughout Sandefur's life due to incarceration for a felony gun charge. Sandefur was physically abused from the time he was an infant. Wow. Before he was 3 years old, Sandefur was already known to the Department of Child and Family Services. Physical examinations showed that Sandefur was alleged to have had cigarette burns on his arms and neck, as well as linear bruising consistent with physical beatings. Lorena initially blamed the abuse of Sandefur's father, although she later recanted. In 86, he's 3, Sandefur and his siblings were removed from his mother's home and were sent to live with their grandma in the Roseland neighborhood in Chicago. His grandmother's residence contained as many as 19 children on some occasions. By most accounts, his grandmother's home was not much better than Sandefur's previous home. Sandefur, by the age of 8, quit attending school and began to roam the streets, stealing cars and breaking into houses. At the age of 10, Sandefur was arrested on charges of armed robbery. A psychological examiner at the time reported that Robert is a child growing up without any encouragement and support, and that he has a sense of failure that has infiltrated almost every aspect of his inner self. Wow. A sense of failure, yeah. 93, Sandefur and his siblings were removed from his grandmother's home and were sent to Lawrence Hall shelter on Chicago's north side, from which Sandefur ran away and never returned. From 1993 until his death, Sandefur's whereabouts and living arrangements remain unclear, although he continued to be arrested by the authorities. The murder of Shavon Dean. 94, Shanifer was ordered to do a favor for his gang. He opened fire several times with a 9mm semi-automatic pistol, striking several youths. Shanifer quickly fled the scene. Among his victims was a 14-year-old girl, Shavon Dean, who was fatally shot by a stray bullet. His death on August 31st, while standing on a neighbor's porch after asking to call his mother, in whom he had the greatest trust, Shanifer was met by brothers Craig and Derek Hardaway, ages 16 and 14, who were both members of the Black Disciple Street Gang. Shanifer was told he was being taken to a safe location and ordered into a waiting car. Instead, he was taken to a railroad underpass and told to get on his knees. While kneeling, Shanifer was shot twice in the back of the head by the Hardaway boys. Shanifer's body was discovered by the Chicago Police Department in the early morning of September 1st. Around 400 people attended Shanifer's funeral, which was held at the Church of God in Christ in Chicago. Hardaway brothers were later convicted of Shanifer's murder. Derek received a 45-year sentence, and Craig received a 60-year sentence. Derek was released from prison in 2016. Craig was released in 2020. But they were 16 and 14, those kids who shot him.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. You get 45 years as a minor?
Every state is different with their crimes. And then you don't allege it. We're going to go alleged. I want you, when you got time, to look at crimes. Right? And sometimes you have to look and see if it's more, if a gang told them to do it or if they were instructed by a higher power. A guilty person is going to always slip somewhere. Why would you give a kid all that time? Because you don't want them running their mouth telling on you. That was not a gang order, allegedly.
What are you trying to say? The cops?
Of course, allegedly.
Okay.
Because if you don't want somebody to talk, you'll put them away for a long time. You'll take what's valuable, their youth.
Mm-hmm.
They could have been easily sent to juvenile hall. Do you know how many kids murder other kids and not saying it like that?
Yeah.
You know, they get probation or they'll get like some type of time. They just now putting harsh sentences on kids now. But back then around that time, look at what they were saying. He was doing too much talking and they felt like he was going to be an informant. Where would they get? Who would put that idea in their head? How would they even get the word? How would they even start suggesting he was going to be an informant? Nobody in hoods think like that unless they see them hopping in the car with police all the time. Then they'll get that idea.
Right.
But then if that was more of a killing, because back then, not being racist, allegedly, police back then, if didn't care if black people was killing each other, they wouldn't give them no type of time like that. That wasn't shit. Like, you got another body off the street for them. Wasn't shit.
Yeah.
But why would they get all that time? That was a put-in order. That wasn't no. Because think about it. If they would have let them loose out of probation school, if they just would have went and got probation and did some type of jail time, they would have been running their mouth about that. Think about it. They would have been walking around bragging about what they did to that kid. That's like White Boy Rick. Same shit with White Boy Rick. Why you think he's getting so much attention in documentary? Because the police had him as an undercover agent. That's who White Boy Rick is.
Okay.
He was an undercover agent and they flipped on him. The feds allegedly turned on him and made him go to prison. But White Boy Rick was put up to be a snitch. He was like in the drug game and was snitching on people. You got to look at stuff like that. And he got the worst time like they did. That wasn't like, no. You got to look at stuff.
So you're saying allegedly. This is something that could have happened.
Alleged.
The cops get these two boys to murder this other boy and then give them long sentences.
They won't run their mouth.
But what would they run their mouth about?
Think about they little kids that talk too much. Oh, I shot Yummy and they told me to do this to Yummy. Because think about it. What was the point? Why? You got to look at gang activity, in my opinion, okay? And look at how things is run in certain cities.
Yeah.
The only way they would knock you down, in my opinion, allegedly, if they see you hopping in and out of cop cars. Yeah. Then that'll make them be like, all right, what's up? Why you always in that car? Then that's like the mafia.
Right.
That's kind of like, remember...
But what are they going to run their mouth about? What are the
Well,
two
I'm trying
boys?
to tell you,
Okay.
like for the mafia, they used to do that with their friends. If the mafia felt like you were talking too much, you know how they used to do? They would take you somewhere and blow your head off. Like, it's the same thing with gangs. Your own people would take you out. But if that was more of a gang thing, you got to remember back then it was real racist in Chicago. They would, you know, black people get killed in Chicago. Ain't nobody getting no time like that. Even to this day, ain't nobody getting no time. Maybe now, but another black person killed another black person. They don't get time like that. That's like helping the cops out allegedly.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you get longer sentence, and you got to remember they were kids.
Yeah.
Meaning, if they were put up to something, think about it. They probably would have ran all over that neighborhood. Kids talk too much. Oh, I did this to him, and they would have been talking too much.
Exposing their fellow gang members or exposing the
what
police?
What they did to the boy, like what could have happened? Think about it.
I'm trying to.
You don't understand what I'm saying?
No.
What you mean talking to? Okay, you killed somebody, right?
Yeah.
You think somebody not gonna ask you, damn, you killed somebody, how did you get out of jail? How did you get away with it? You're gonna start talking, you're a kid. Oh yeah, the police probably put me in the car and did it to start talking too much about how and why you did it and when you did it and how'd you do it and throwing names in there.
So what you're trying to say,
like if they were put up to something, whoever gave them that long sentence knew they were gonna talk too much. They were probably put up to that. That's not something like, come on, they're kids.
Yeah.
That killed another kid. You know how many kids in Chicago? If you go back and look at all them death rates, kids killing kids, no kids get no time like that because that drew national attention.
Well, maybe that's why they gave him such a big sentence because it was such an epidemic thing.
Then okay,
like so many kids were killing kids and they weren't giving them long sentences. Right. So it's almost like they're more incentivized to continue that. So then you have this and you're like, all right, from now on, this is how we're doing it. This big sentence so that people can be scared and they stop killing each other while they're minors.
Right. Well, that's
because think about it. Think about this. If you're a gang member, right, and you get young people to kill, well, then you're not really fucking up their whole life if they get caught. They go to juvenile court or whatever, a shorter sentence, right? But if you get an adult to kill someone and they get caught, they've got a longer sentence. I don't know.
I'm like this. If you want to make somebody be quiet, you put them away for a long time. Because there's a lot of kids that did a lot of killing and they didn't, like, I mean, not like that, like back in the day when I would look at certain stuff. There was a lot of kids doing probation for a crime they should have did years. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It depends on the state too, but I was just saying, in my opinion, just my opinion.
Yeah.
In my heart, I don't feel like that was that. Because them little kids, you could tell that was like, of course it was an order, but you could tell, it was too staged. It was too, that story that you just said, if that was actually.
Yeah, the way I read it, they took him out to a railroad.
Like that's some mafia shit. That's normally what mafia people do. When they know they're getting ready to die, if you look at any of the old mafia movies, that's how they do it.
Yeah.
They'll either put them in a car or take them somewhere allegedly or make them feel comfortable. Like, oh, we're about to go do this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Chicago Police Department, right?
Full of Italian.
Just like New York, L.A., the bigger cities, there's more intermingling with,
of course,
crime and criminals.
It's like Vegas was built on mobsters.
Yeah.
People forget that too. The mob, Italian mobs made all of Vegas. Bugsy Siegel made the Flamingo, but people forget that. You know what I mean? So it's like everything gonna have something tied to it. That's why I said when people start doing this drug stuff, you gotta make a choice.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's crazy for me to say that. Like when people do white collar crime, you gotta make a choice. Once you start doing that,
yeah,
you gotta be real careful. Whatever crime you do, you gotta be real careful and you gotta really think about it. And is it worth it?
Yeah.
Is it really worth me doing this? But people don't think when they do a crime.
Yeah.
That's just like people doing all these PPP loan scams. A lot of people was doing it from what I read online. And I'm like, that's just like, I'm going to tell you, I think we talked about this maybe in our first podcast about people not reading. When people were doing PPP loans, you have a counselor that helps you with those loans, right?
Yeah.
Do you know who's over the SBA?
No.
The Attorney General. He runs that whole program. So if you get in trouble, guess who you got to face? The Attorney General.
Right.
And he ain't just any old Attorney General. He's the United States Attorney General. Like that's like, he's over everybody. If it makes sense. Like those people don't realize what type of time they about to get. They about to get some time. Right. Like that type of time.
Yeah.
So the point what I'm making is, Watch, when all this war stuff calm down and they really start cracking down on these loans, you watch what I tell you. That's going to be the next big thing on the news. Like, it got a lot to do with picking your crime. Was it really worth you going to get this loan? Mm-hmm. Stealing from the government, was it really worth that? That's not even going to be considered a white collar crime. They're going to try to get you I mean, not you, but
right, yeah, people who do that, yeah.
People who did it. It's like you gotta shit. Life ain't that rough for me to lie to the government. It's not that deep.
Yeah,
but people do crazy shit. Like I don't know. You'd be surprised.
They write songs like "Mbop."
Ooh. And then try to wrap it up so many years later. Oh, he was talking about
there's no WAP in Mbop.
And we're not talking about him. Well, what was you talking about? Because I didn't hear nothing about no flower in that.
What was NSYNC talking about? Dirty Pop.
What, don't you know you can't stop? Wait, look the lyrics on that shit. Wait. Watch, they changed it up. You were listening to the lyrics of, Dirty Pop.
Dirty Pop.
All wrong on the next Spotify, allegedly. Let's see.
All right, here we go.
Sick tired
hearing all these people talking about what's still with this pop life and when it's gonna fade out. And then you got to realize what we're doing is not a trend. We got the gift of melody. We're gonna bring it to the end. Come on now.
It doesn't matter about the car I drive or the ice or what I wear around my neck. All that matters is that you recognize that it's just about respect. It doesn't matter
about the clothes I wear.
All that matters is that you get hyped and we'll do it to you every time.
Come on now. Do what?
I don't know.
Wait.
I'm still confused.
Wait, go back. Do what to me?
All that matters is that you get hyped and we'll do it to you every time.
But
then the chorus, do you ever wonder why this music gets you high? It takes you on a ride. Feel it when your body starts to rock? Baby, you can't stop and the music's all you got. This must be pop.
I'm busting in the...
Just, isn't it funny how we got to such a stage of pop music that we made a song about pop music? A pop music song about pop music.
So then why is it dirty?
Dirty pop. But baby, you can't stop. Oh, I know you like this dirty pop. It's almost like relating it to
sex.
Sex, yeah. to sex, dummy.
Dummy.
Now, why you want to try to classify the type of thing that we do? Because we're just fine doing what we like. Can we say the same for you? Tired of feeling all around me animosity. Just worry about yours because I'm going to get mine. Now, people can't you see?
Oh, you know what that means, right?
What?
That's like a black saying, like, you better hurry up and get yours because I'm going to get mine. Sexual.
Right.
That's okay, dirty pop.
Dirty pop.
What the hell was so dirty about it?
Nothing. They're just trying to make it, it's dirty pop.
It's dirty pop.
Plus, this was their last album, right?
Before they got screwed out all that money.
Because it was NSYNC, the self-titled album. Damn, what was the second one? That wasn't No Strings Attached, was it?
That was the one before that. Wait, that was 99, wasn't it? No Strings Attached?
Let's see here.
I think that was 99.
It's regular NSYNC.
That was 97.
Then there was the Home for Christmas, No Strings Attached, and then Celebrity.
So that had to been like I was right, like 90. Then I say like 99, 98, 99?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. How do I be knowing these years like that?
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know.
That's fucking weird.
You just got it. Just got it.
It's like with music. I noticed that too. What year was that one? No Strings Attached. 2000. I was 1 year off. 99.
I mean, think of they just killed it from 97 to 2001. 4 years.
Wow.
Well, about 5. 5 years of just straight
they went
murdering.
5-time platinum. And then the second one was 7 times platinum. 11 times platinum. Whoa. No Strings Attached went 11 times platinum.
Dang.
They went diamond. That thing went diamond? Elvis was the only one that was diamond. Wait, when the hell did they go diamond? Because there was only one point. The only people that were only diamond at one point was Garth Brooks, Michael Jackson, and Elvis. At one point. Mm-hmm. Those are only 3 people. Now they're diamond?
Look at Celebrity, though. It just was...
That was a good album, though.
Yeah, it was okay.
I liked it.
But, the first 2, though.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wait, that only went... What went diamond? No Strings Attached went diamond? How?
I don't know.
When did they certify? When did RIAA certify that to be diamond? That had to have been recent, probably on streams or something.
I'm not sure.
Ain't no way that who bought a diamond, dude. Let me see. How many times that went? 10 times. That is diamond.
10-time platinum.
Damn. Man. Let me see something. Poor baby.
It's pretty insane.
That is.
So many hits, though.
Okay, so it's Bruno Mars now. Eminem, Katy Perry, Ed Sheeran, Post Malone, Justin Bieber, Imagine Dragons, Drake, Cardi B, Maroon 5. There's only 74 songs in history that have been certified diamond.
Dang.
But remember, it was only one point. It was like, I only remember. Remember, I was telling you that at one point it was like only Garth Brooks at the time. I remember Michael Jackson and who was third? Elvis at the time that I remembered. Oh, excuse me. Dude, I'm so sorry. Lord, I need to wake up. My phone is stuck. I don't know.
That's okay.
But anyway, yeah.
Well, let's call it. This is a good one.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
No,
All right, and we out of her. What if I just started playing NSYNC music?
Oh, but we can sue?
Hell no!
I don't think on Spotify.
Paid not a lot of money, dude!
Now she's back.
For fucking working!
me!
Hell no!
Ridiculous.
For banana bread! I fucking
That banana
want
bread.
those!